That was a big one. The broadcast is live. Hey guys, happy
Hello.
Sunday. Let me stop saying hey guys. They like stop saying hey ladies and gents. How are you guys today? Happy Sunday.
Good.
Blessings
Yes,
and peace.
happy Sunday.
What's going on, co-host?
Nothing much. It's just hot. I had to I opened up the door, cut the AC on. Now I'm just chilling. It's not hot to me, but it's hot. I had to turn around. My poor dog was sick. I had to turn back around because he started throwing up outside. It was terrible. Yeah, but he's gonna be okay.
King?
He been sick since yesterday. Yeah, King. Yeah, he been sick since yesterday.
That's my baby.
Yeah, so I'm hoping he's okay. I gave him like a chew toy, and after that chew toy, it's been terrible. But
so you think it's too hot?
I don't think it's hot. It's a combination of that chew toy that he's throwing up all over the place, and then from there, when I took him outside, it just made it worse. It's been 3 days now, though, so I don't know. But
beans. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. We have a special guest that's coming on in a few minutes. King Midas. He will be discussing self-care. And all that good stuff. But before then, we're going to touch on a little bit on mental illness.
Mental health, because it's not
mental health.
Yeah, mental health.
Illness, same thing.
No, it's not. Mental illness, that's like when you diagnose with an illness.
Well, we got some mental illness out there. Kanye West. Let's bring that up. Kanye West. Let's talk about Kanye West.
That may not be an illness, but he did say maybe so, because he did say he was diagnosed with
absolutely
bipolar.
Absolutely, that's a mental illness.
Yeah,
it's real.
So, yes, it's really real.
So what do you think about? What do you think about first of all, his rants on Twitter.
Yes.
You know, just the things. And again, I feel like you can express yourself and discuss on how you feel, but I also feel it's a time and a place. And I feel like Kanye West has blown the coop. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if the family, the Kardashians, is any help. That's just my
I actually think they are trying to help. Like, to me, I think that, like, he probably does. I mean, not probably. He said he has bipolar, but you never know with these people. They could be using it as an excuse. Hey, Ma. Hey, Danielle.
Hey, Danny girl.
Usual
hey,
number one fans. Yeah. So, I just think that we all have triggers, and there's a lot of things, like, it depends on how you're able to handle those triggers and your emotional health and being able to control your emotions. And I just think he's at a point, when I looked up, like, when his mother passed away in July. No, she didn't pass away. Her birthday is in July.
Her birthday was in July. Yeah.
And also he's trying to run for president. He's doing too much. And I just think with him, I think it's become overwhelming to him. And he probably is not taking his medication to keep the bipolar in check. So I just think, like, it's like a combination of things thrown into that pot. But I don't know. I actually think the Kardashians are helping him. How do you think so?
I'm not saying that they're not helping, but it's so much that comes with being with the Kardashian. It's just even on top of his problems and then everything that, I don't know. It's just too much for him right now. And he just needs to get out the limelight. He needs to sit somewhere and relax. Keep doing your little quiet thing. He was doing so good. Traveling, you know what I'm saying, with the choir. What happened, Kanye?
Yeah. But speaking of with Kanye, I just think he needs to just get it together. And I think once he gets himself together and, take his medication, do not go on a presidential run right now at the 11th hour. You got to get over that. Like, you got to be able to do something else that's better and that's not so overwhelming for your mental health. But speaking of mental health, our guest is in the building, and he's about to come on, and he's gonna show us and tell us some mental techniques and how we can cope with life.
Get that stress free in your life.
Yes. Welcome, King Midas.
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing?
How are you?
I'm great.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Sunday.
Yes, happy Sunday.
How
Thank
you
you.
How's your day?
feeling?
You just flew in?
What's that?
Did you just fly in or something?
I would say I just got back in from Miami yesterday. I just got back in from Miami yesterday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I kind of been on the go a lot the past week and a half or so. I was up in Cleveland for a week. And then I flew down to Miami specifically for a birthday party, and then just got back to Dallas. So yeah,
You busy out here.
I'd rather be
That's
busy than broke. So
that's a good thing.
I hear
That's a good
you.
thing. So King Midas is a massage therapist, and he caters to healing the body. That's what I would say. That's what I say when I go get me a massage, and I try to go twice a month. I haven't been really going because so much been going on, but
right
that's what I call it, healing the body.
there it
Yeah.
is. You got to take care of
So you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit of what you do, and then we can go into Q&A. Yeah.
Absolutely, for
Okay.
sure. I'll say I've been into work with the body for a long time now. Background is in fitness. I've been a personal trainer since 2014. Um, Also a registered EMT in the state of Texas.
Oh wow.
So very familiar with the body. Just listening to personal trainer clients talk about aches and pains and stuff like that. Just me and my business owner mind, it was kind of like having a McDonald's franchise and selling burgers, but not fries. So to me, the two kind of went hand in hand with each other.
Right.
So that was
Right.
what originally interested me in massage therapy. And when I get a certain idea in mind, I go with it, and it just flows. So I think that became a thought. The next day I went, checked out the school. That very next day I enrolled. The next month I started school, and it's just been going ever since. So yeah.
Wow. How long you went to school for it?
It was like 6 or 7 months. 6 or 7 months.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, the crazy thing is, I don't know if you know,
Mm-hmm.
E. I love giving massages myself, and think I'm really licensed to give massages.
That's
When
what's
my mom was alive, rest in peace, she would be calling me every 5 minutes to rub her down, and I'd be like, "Mom, come on, Mom." But I say I gave the best massages, so that's dope. I always wanted to go to school for it.
So
Okay.
you said that you transitioned from like working out to massage. Like, were you massage? Because I know my trainer, when I had a trainer, he would massage me and stuff like that
Right.
after workout. Is that what like did it? Like, were you massaging your clients or?
So originally that was kind of the idea. That was my thought process as I was entering into school. And I'm a very flowy kind of person, so I go with how things come at me. So as I was in school, and just through talking to my instructors about, my style, and what they kind of thought best fit me, it was a more relaxation type of vibe, a more self-care kind of vibe. So again, it started off as something that was more sports massage related, and then it kind of just transitioned into what it is now. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you
Question.
graduated. So how long you said the school was? Did you say how long you went to school or how?
6 or 7 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was you gonna say, Ebony? Because I was gonna ask another question.
So, and everything that's going on in the world today, so many of us are suffering from stress, anxiety, depression.
Right.
How would you say a simple massage will relieve some of our tension, some of the stress? How important
First
is
of
that?
all, it's extremely important. It's extremely important. I mean, like when all this COVID stuff hit earlier in the year, I think a lot of things got taken away from us. A lot of things that people do normally to relieve stress and keep their minds right, whether it was watching sports was gone.
Right.
Whether it was going to the gym, gyms were closed. So for a lot of people, just simply being touched, releases certain endorphins in the body, that does help improve your mental stability, your overall happiness, your overall health. So it's extremely important. It's extremely important for self-care. I get massages on a regular myself. So It's absolutely something that's extremely important, not only from a physical standpoint, but from a mental standpoint as well. So,
right.
Okay. So I just want to show. Can I show a video? Do you mind if I show a video of one of your massages? It's not going to be like a crazy, like a real, like. Because I saw someone that was like, "Oh my god!" But this one is like, okay, wait. Let me share the screen. Let me. Okay, share screen.
So before we get off, I want to know from y'all too. Like when y'all saw my videos, like what was your reaction? You know, what was your reactions when you saw my videos?
I'll go first. I'll go first. When I seen it, I believe somebody sent it to me because they knew I love massages. Oh, you did, right?
What you mean somebody? I did. Hello.
Brick House sent it to me, and I was just like in awe. And first, for me, it was more of I seen the healthcare, the self-care in it, and I'm just like, whoa! My first thought is like, I need that right now. And the sensual, I don't know. I loved it.
Thank you.
I loved it. It was art, like you would say. It was dope to me.
With me, absolutely. I don't. I sent it to her because I thought it was very sensual. It just looked a little. It was just, to me, it's too much. Like I don't even like a woman massaging me, to be honest. Like I don't like it. To me, it's sexual. So to me, I love my back being touched. Right. I love all of that. Like what you do, I would love that, but I would more so love it in the bedroom. Like I don't want to have a massage, be all hot and bothered, and then go home. Like so. Right. I think it looks great, but I'm not I'm not gonna be able to sit there. Like I don't even enjoy a woman massaging me.
Right. She don't have self-control, right, E?
Right.
Whatever makes call it what it is.
Not everybody is different, man. And I think the more you're involved with something and the more you know about it, the more you are able to separate the sexual aspect of it, from what it's actually meant for. I use the analogy of bodybuilding all the time. Me being a personal trainer, I was very much so into bodybuilding. If you strip it down at its core, what it is men or women parading on stage, in a thong, in not a lot of clothing, so to some people, like they could look at that, and in some way it could be something sexual, but to somebody who is not a novice at it and somebody who actually appreciates the art, like you see the muscle separation and the posing and this and that, and you're able to separate anything sexual from, again, what it's actually meant to be. So like I said, I get what you're saying. Everybody is different.
No, but I think with you, because that's your job, like I just think it's totally different the way you would do it and the way how I am, because I'm not a masseuse. So it's just kind of like being a doctor. Like if you're a doctor, if my mom, God forbid, something happened, she come in shot, I would have to put aside my emotions and save my mom's life. So I just think with you, you're trained to do that. So with me as a client, like I'm being physically touched. It's not just you watching me or me watching you. I'm being physically touched. So to me, I just think that's different because I'm not a trained masseuse or like do that. So I just I think with you it's great. Like you should. That's how it should be.
Right.
You know what? I like these conversations though because King Midas gets a chance to explain, the difference between the sexuality and the difference of the physical. You know what I'm saying? It's the mind, like he just said. One of my questions was, do you think that it's more of, or it's just as good as physical and mental and your emotion? You know what I'm saying? I think that you have to know the difference. And then, I know for some ladies, it's a little harder. But it's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? This is a teachable experience.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you a question. Like, what would you, Ebony, get out of like do you go there because your back is hurting? Do you like the deep tissue massage? Like, what exactly what's the benefit for you?
So I go for basically number one, self-care, right? I could be stressed all month. When I go to the masseuse, I'm just relieved. My body feel light. You know what I'm saying? I feel relaxed. And so that's my benefits. The kinks, I work out. So the kinks out my back, you know what I'm saying? It's just a stress relief. I'm I'm in my zone when I'm on that table and I'm just, nothing matters at that time. I'm just, receiving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I should be.
I'm not there yet. I'm not at that level.
I ain't that grown. I ain't that grown yet.
So, you know, I don't know. My vacations give me the stress relief, but I don't know.
So question. Go ahead, King Midas, what you was gonna say?
No. You got it. Go ahead.
So it's obvious that your techniques and the way you perform your massages, to the viewers, it'll probably look, you know, sexual to the eye, right? And we just touched on this.
Right.
But what would you say your style of massaging is? What's the style of it?
What would I say my style of massaging is?
Yeah, the style.
Quite honestly, I wouldn't put a name on it. I would just call it my style. I have certain people, you know, who I've drawn influence from.
Show me love, treat it like we freaking on a weekend. Show me love.
I don't lie. I get hyped watching my work.
Reasons for your love. This is not the same.
King Midas, you can't be mad at us when we looking like, dang. Lord have mercy. No, but I love it. It's the art of it. Man. Some people though, they can't handle this.
So the first thing I will say is here in America, we are behind the curve. You know, we are so conservative in our way of thinking. So if you look at a bunch of different countries, like, you know, like here we see that and it's like, oh my God, what is going on? That's so sexual. Like in a lot of other countries, like not so much. But honestly, there are certain styles of massage that, you know, come from different places that don't even involve any sort of draping or sheets or anything like that. And it's completely acceptable. And nobody looks at it as, you know, something sexual or what's going on or whatever. Lomi. It's something that kind of like originated with the Polynesians. It's something that I do draw a bit of influence from. And it's very flowy. It involves moving all around the body. And when you're doing that, you can't really have certain parts of the body draped, you know, because again, you're moving around so much. So it takes away from the fluidness of the massage. But again, like us in America, we're so far behind the curve and we're so conservative in our way of thinking that it's like, you know, you see a gluteal cleft, you know, which for the lay person, it's like the top of the butt, you know, like a little butt crack. You see that, you know, or something that's like, oh my God, what is that? I could never. That's so sexual. And it's like, not really, you know, like I get it that that's the way you think, you know, but again, like we're kind of just behind the curve. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
So how's business doing? Is business like booming, like with your videos, or how is business?
Look at his face.
As I said when I came on, I would rather be busy than broke. You know what I'm saying? And I've been pretty busy. I've been pretty busy. I've gotten to the point to where I've had to start to close off certain parts of my schedule. You know what I'm saying? Because there were so many bookings, and it's like, okay, I have this many in a day. Like technically, there's still time left in that day, but I can't I can't take anymore. You know what I'm saying? Just for having a personal life and preserving my own body, you know, it's like, yo, all right, like I have to cut off certain stuff. Even now, I closed off my schedule for a few days. Like I said, I was up in Cleveland for like a week, flew back to Dallas, flew out to Miami the next day, came back to Dallas. So I'm taking about a week off. My birthday is actually tomorrow, you know, so.
All right, Leo.
Yeah.
August 1st.
Hey, that's what's up. So yeah, I'm taking a little personal time again, just to kind of relax, rejuvenate, handle some of my Dallas clients again, starting back again the 1st of August. And then I'll be in DC towards the end of August. So yeah, like business is it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So let me ask you.
No, I was just saying real fast. That's good that you don't forget self-care for yourself.
You're
so busy. You know what I'm saying? So that's important. That's good stuff. Got me.
Do you take male clients?
I do. And it's funny. People ask me that. Both during my internship when I was in school and when I started my own business, my first client, both times were male. So yeah, like my very first client during my internship, he was male, and then my very first client after I started my own business was actually the husband of one of my female personal training clients. So yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
So what are some of the success stories like after they get off that table? Like, you changed my life, King Midas, or like what are some of the things you hear?
I mean, first of all, I would say go to my Instagram. I would say I've definitely highlighted some stories, with reviews and testimonials and stuff of people who have gotten up off my table and were like, yo, like that was the bomb. And I think some people try to diminish my work because like they see it in whatever sexual way that they do. But I have some very experienced massage getters as clients. And they're all still like, oh my God, like that was amazing. So like people will see a 3 or 4 minute clip of a 90-minute or a 2-hour massage, and it's like, oh my God, that was so sexual. It's like, well, yeah, that 3 or 4 minutes was, what I'm saying? But the massage as a whole, what I'm saying? It was very therapeutic, and it was very helping to whoever it was that was on the table. One of my clients, I think I actually posted her review on my IG. She is, I believe, a physical therapist assistant or something. So she's very familiar with the body, how it works. She's very experienced as a massage getter. And we got done, and she was like, that was legit top 3 like massages that I've ever gotten in my life. And she gets them on a regular. She's traveled before and gotten them in different countries, and she was like, legit, that was like top 3 massages I've ever had in my life, so to hear stuff like that, man, I love it. I absolutely do.
And what about, like, because I know you have like all your emotions and stuff in check and everything, but what about, because I'm sure you have a lot of clients, do any of them, like everyone there is like professional and everyone there keeps like their emotions and everything in check also?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people may voice certain stuff, but it doesn't really go past that. You
I can't help it. If it's good.
So yeah, again, people will verbalize certain stuff, but for the most part, it stays at that. And the fact that I own my own business, I'm able to handle it however I choose to. So I keep it very lighthearted. I understand, what reactions my massage style may cause in certain people, so I laugh it off again, like I keep it very lighthearted, because I understand that, and to a certain extent, I kind of expected it anyway. So when you hear it, it's just like, I get it, but yeah, no, I've never had a problem from somebody.
So do you have your own establishment? Like you located what, Texas?
Yes, yeah, I was Texas.
So do you have your own establishment, your own business?
I do not have a physical location. So in Dallas, I'm mobile. So I go to all of my clients. Gotcha. I go to all of my clients at their home, hotel, office, whatever.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you have how you say it, like high profile clients that you do?
I do. I would say I have CEOs on my company list. I mean, client list. I have MDs, attorneys, entertainers. One of my clients actually just invited me to a EP release party that they had not too long ago. So I do have some high profile clients. The client that I just flew to Miami for, they flew me out there again specifically for their party. you know, so it was on them the whole way. So yeah, I will say I do have some high profile clients. Yes.
And do you think like, so I'm not sure, I don't want to get in your business if you're in a relationship or not, but like, do you mind answering that? Are you in a relationship?
Am I in a relationship? What I will say to that is I keep my personal life personal.
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to ask, do you find it to be a problem? Like for like, or is that a deal breaker if you do have someone, or even if you're dating, married, like, do you find that's a problem for anyone?
Do I find that that's a problem for what?
For them, like for who?
Well, what I will say to that is what I do is very much so public knowledge.
Okay.
You know, when they meet me, they know who I am. You know, I'm not shy at all about what I do. So if that's something that, you know, you don't think you can handle, you know, you have an opportunity to exit stage left, you know, before we get into anything that you feel, you know, you may not be able to deal with in the future.
This is your job. This is how you eat.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you know, there's a lot of insecure people out there. Like, I'm just saying from like, you know, some people got a problem.
Nah, I get that. But at the end of the day, we are the sum total of the decisions that we make in life. And if you know that about yourself, you know, you have the option to make the choice not to be involved with me. You know, like nobody is forcing you, you know, to be involved with me on whatever level. Again, you know who I am. You know what I do. This is not a secret. So it's up to you whether or not, you know, you choose to engage in that or not. So yeah, absolutely. You know, people can be insecure about XYZ or whatever. But again, when you come into anything with me, you know these things up front. And it's up to you to make that decision.
Okay. And then somebody asked, like, can you give like the price range? Like, what are your prices?
It kind of depends on where I'm at. So, you know, like again, I do travel. So when I travel, I have to factor in travel costs. You know, so massage rates kind of start around 100-ish an hour. But again, when I travel, I have to factor in travel costs, you know, so airfare isn't free, lodging isn't free, you know, so those things have to be factored into the pricing as well. So yeah.
And so people fly you out.
Go ahead. Say it again.
So people fly you out just for a massage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's up. That's big business.
When are you going to be in NYC?
When am I going to be in NYC? I have not set any dates yet, but I will say that NYC is on my short list. There are a few cities that I do have on my short list. NYC is definitely one of them. To give you my best guess, it will be somewhere towards the end of the year, November, December timeframe. So,
gotcha. Yeah. Well, can you just tell us a little bit the benefits of getting a massage? We talked a little bit about it earlier, but I think self-care is so important for, especially with everything that's going on. What would you say are the top benefits of coming in and getting a massage?
The top benefits of coming in to get a massage. Again, the benefits of massage are so wide ranging, you know, so starting with the physical benefits, you have increased blood flow, improved digestion, you know, of course, we all know improved flexibility, mobility, pliability in your joints, you know, decreasing the possibility of pulling something or injuring yourself. Again, that's just the physical. Switching over to the mental side, like I said, massage does release certain endorphins, you know, within the brain that, you know, makes you just a little more happy, you know. So in these very, very uncertain times, you know, when a lot of things have been taken away from us, you know, a lot of things that we took for granted before, that we're now realizing, like these small things really did make me happy and they really did help improve my day, you know, improve my mood or whatever. I think we're all kind of in need of, you know, something to get those endorphins going. So yeah.
My homegirl said she's gonna be your first client in New York City.
No, I'm gonna be the first one. Hey,
move out the way.
She said, "Tell her she too. I'm gonna be one. I'm gonna be."
Exactly.
So what about you? You still get massages?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I would say I just got a massage last Tuesday. So yeah, not even a week ago. I would say when I was in Cleveland, a very talented massage therapist up there. Me and them, like we traded massages. So I just got one last Tuesday. I think I'm scheduled to get one next Thursday. No, this Thursday. I'm sorry. So yeah, again, I would say I do get massages on a regular. You know, I definitely try to take care of myself.
How often do you think we should get a massage? Or what's too much, you know?
What's too much? I would say at the very least once a month. I have clients that I see, you know, every 2 weeks. There have been clients I've had like every week. You know, so it kind of depends on you. Of course, your budget, you know, different factors, but I would say at the very least once a month, at the very least.
So Stacy wants to know, she's like, when are you coming to Nebraska? She wants to know today. Today.
When am I coming to Nebraska? So I mean, pretty much the way I kind of choose the cities that I go to is where I get the most inquiries from. You know, so if I'm checking my DMs, you know, and a lot of people are like, yo, when are you coming to New York? When are you coming to Charlotte? When are you coming to Atlanta or whatever? You know, I'll kind of start looking at my own schedule, checking out dates, checking out flights, whatever, you know, and seeing when is the most optimal time for me to come.
Yeah.
Once I'm in dates, I'll put those dates out, you know, and start accepting appointments for those dates. I can't say I've had any inquiries from Nebraska.
Come on, Stacy. You got to get your friends and them up on.
Hey. Tell her to rally the troops, man. Tell her to
King Midas. Come on, you got to rally the troops up.
Get the homegirls together.
Stacy said, I don't know. She said a guy was sweating. She said she felt her masseuse. She got a massage last week, and he was sweat. His sweat dripped on her. And I don't know if she liked it. I don't know if that bad or that good, Stacy. I don't know.
Right.
Sweat good.
Right. Stacy got him for free. Hold on, wait a minute.
Stacy said she will host you. She said, "Come to Nebraska, all on her." That's what I'm saying, girl.
Hey, hit my DM. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna leave King Midas information in our description, so you guys can get all of his info at the end of the show.
Oh, Stacy said her masseuse was bad. Like she needs a do-over by you.
There it is. Like I hear that a lot too. People always tell me, I was like, yo, I just had a massage, you know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and it was terrible. And I'm like, yo, I can guarantee you mine ain't gonna be terrible, you know. So yeah.
Yes.
And then what would you, my homegirl is asking, like for a new client, like say me or her, somebody that doesn't get really massages and they kind of may be nervous or something. Is there like, can you tell if they're nervous? Is there something that you do to kind of like relax them?
I mean, for me, like just the environment and the attitude that I have, I try to make it as comfortable as possible. I ask people, you know, like so I think open communication is very important, you know, and I appreciate the fact that people are entrusting me to come into their personal space and be in a very vulnerable predicament, you know, with me. And that's not something that I take lightly. You know, so again, open communication, I think, is key. Just seeing what somebody is comfortable with and what they are not comfortable with. You know, when they are undreamed to get on the table, I leave the room. So again, it's just different stuff and kind of just seeing what it is about that person, what they are or are not comfortable with, and just going from there.
Okay. And do all of them have to get naked, or you can leave? Like, do you have a choice, or what do you like recommend?
You can get a massage in jeans and a t-shirt for all I care. What I will say is any experienced massage getter will tell you the less you have on, the more fluid the massage is. The more areas of the body the therapist is able to access, and the overall better experience you will have. But what you wear is ultimately up to you. I'm not going to tell you to take off or not to take off anything.
Okay.
My exact wording to my clients is undress to your comfort level.
Okay.
If your comfort level is nude, you go nude.
Right.
If your comfort level is underwear, you keep that on. Again, be mindful of the fact that there are certain things that cannot happen, with more clothing on, like I can't perform long strokes down the back, with the bra strap in the way. It's
Right.
not possible, so again, be mindful of that. But like I said, what you wear, that's up to you.
One of the guys asked, do men get full body massages too? Like, do you give, he wants to know, like, I don't know if he wants one. I don't know, but he asked, do you give a full body massage?
Yeah. To me, once you're on the table, you are my canvas.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, so yes, he does. So you can go to Dallas.
Yeah.
So my last question for you is, what would you say to a young woman or man that wants to get into the business of massaging? Like, what's encouraging words would you give to them, and how would they start? Like, where do they start? Somebody knows how to massage, but they really want to start a business. What words would you give to them?
The same words that I would give anybody trying to get into anything else. Study your craft. You know what I'm saying? Try to perfect your craft as much as possible. Look into what it takes to be whatever it is you're trying to be. I know for me, I'm like, all right, boom, I have to go to school for it. I have to graduate. I have to take this test and that test or whatever, so I did my research. Those things are not the same in every locale. So what I had to do here in Dallas, Texas may not be what somebody has to do in Norfolk, Virginia. So again, look into what the rules and the regulations are for where you are at and go from there. From there, start looking into schools, look at the reviews of the schools, look into how reputable they are. And then from there, just try to define your style. Like I said, I've looked all around and looked at different stuff, different styles of massage, different therapists, whatever, and I kind of find my own style. And that's one thing that they will tell you in school is that we teach you the basics, but everybody is going to develop their own style. You are going to develop your own style by getting out there and actually practicing your craft, so try to define your style as soon as possible. And then from there, master it. So like even the videos that I post, again, obviously those are 3, 4, 5 minute clips of much longer massages. I actually watch my massages the same way, an athlete will watch practice film or game film. I'm sitting there, I'm looking like, I could have extended that stroke a little bit better, or my body mechanics could have been a little bit better on that, to try to help save my back or whatever. Like, to me, I'm actually trying to master my craft. So again, define your lane, define your style, and then from there, like, do as much as you can, whether that's watching other therapists, whether that's looking into how many different styles are out there and how you can incorporate that into your own thing and just perfect that.
And then what about like, say your homeboys, like, are they envious, or are they trying to get into, like, a lot of people, we want to copy you. Okay, I be having that. Copy your style and stuff.
Look. Once again, everybody is different, man. So like, I got one homeboy, like, and to me, if I have you in my circle, like, we all have to want each other to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like we all need each other to succeed. So like, I got one homeboy. He's married, but like he will to the, you know what I'm saying? He will share my videos, like he will pump me, but he makes it very clear. He was like, but you can't touch my wife though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he makes that very, very clear. Like I got one homeboy who actually asked about getting a massage for his girl.
And you doing it?
Yeah. From me. My barber, who I talk to a lot, like we talk about a lot. He was like, bruh, do you need an assistant? You know what I'm saying? He was like, can I just go with you? Like something. What can I do? He was like, can I refill the oil bottles? I said, what do you need?
I can see that. I can't even imagine if one of my like homeboys, I can imagine.
Yes.
If they would want to be in the room.
Right. So, like I said, everybody is different, you know what I'm saying? But envious is not a word that I would use, to describe anybody in my circle. Like I said,
inspiring.
if I choose to have you in my life on a personal level, like we all got to want to see each other eat. So
that's a word right there. That's so good.
Yeah.
That's real.
So one more question. I said that was the last, but one question. You said you travel. In any time do you think that you want to open up? I can see you with the whole establishment with people in there, workers, and one day do you see that for yourself?
One day maybe. What I will say about that is I probably have some evolving to do as a person before I get to that point. Because managing employees, like it's one thing being a business owner, when you are a sole proprietor, but managing others, that's a completely different beast, so dealing with people and having to depend on them, because to me, it's not just a service that I provide. Like my clients also appreciate my customer service, like I've heard from clients that I've worked with who have reached out to other quote unquote high profile massage therapists or whatever. And they're like, yo, the communication was off. They didn't respond, or they weren't prompt, or they were this or they were that, and to me, it's like I try to provide the best overall experience possible.
Gotcha.
I think I've been late to one appointment ever because of an accident on the highway that had me sitting there for like 35 minutes. And I was so pissed. So like I said, I try to make sure that whatever I do is always on point in every aspect. And I think when you start incorporating other people, you are forced to depend on them and their character, and their own level of accountability. And things can get kind of murky, so just again, I would have some developing to do as a person and a leader and a business owner, before I'm like, I'm going to employ others and trust them, to do this and be here, and I'm out of town handling whatever. And I know that things are still going to go smooth here at the shop. Like, I ain't there yet.
Let me tell you something. Stacy, she just Googled you. She said she's going to Dallas. Buying her ticket. And Stacy is not lying. Stacy's spouting. Okay. She's in Dallas.
Let's get it. I would say I will.
Okay. I'm sorry. What you was gonna say?
I will be in Dallas until I think August 24th, 5th, something like that. So let's get it, Stacy.
Stacy. So what do you think about like other massage therapists? Like, do you find that, because I know with me, I'm a wedding officiant. Hey guys, I'm a wedding officiant. But anyway, they in a group. Mm-hmm. They find that I haven't been practicing it, but I'm in like in a wedding officiant group, and they all say like they find that other wedding officiants are always hitting them on the low, trying to see their style, trying to see their prices, trying to kind of keep on top of them to compete with them. Do you find that there's a lot of competitiveness going on with the other?
Competitive, like I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention to that, quite honestly. I'm so focused on, doing what I'm trying to do. I can't really tell you, if somebody else is clocking me or, trying to figure out my prices or what I'm doing, whatever. What I will say is what I provide, nobody can copy.
That's what's up. That's what I'm saying.
So you could clock me, you know what I'm saying? You could make a fake profile. You could try to get whatever info. At the end of the day, you can't provide the service that I do because you're not me.
Hello.
Good stuff.
And that's that. And he said what he said.
Period.
But listen, I just want to take time out to say thank you so much. I know you are extremely busy, but thank you for just giving us a little time and coming on and sharing your story and your techniques. And I got a lot more understanding of what it is and your techniques, and I love it. We are going to support you. We're going to put your information down in the description bar, and cannot wait till you get to New York. I'm first.
Thank you.
I might try you out. I'm not gonna like. I might.
Look. I'm gonna need for you to mature a little bit before I get to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
She'll get there, but I don't need like. I'm not into like that. Doesn't relax me. Like I've gotten massages before by women. It doesn't do nothing for me. Maybe
but
I didn't
you
have
never had King Midas though. Come on.
But what I'm saying is that I've had massages. It's not about an immaturity thing. To me, I haven't felt like, you know, oh my God, like I'm feeling relieved. I feel rejuvenated. I never felt that, to be honest. But maybe, like I said, I would be willing to give it a chance.
And to that, I say, challenge accepted.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see. Yes. Sounds good.
So listen, at the end of the show, we do our final thought, right? So we all gonna have our final thought. You want me to start? I will. The most important relationship is with yourself. That's the most important. I've learned that over the years. The most important relationship is with yourself. Make sure you make time for self-care. Make it a priority. You got to love on yourself, and tend and cater to yourself first. And giving the best of you instead of what's left of you. So I'm saying to all of you guys, self-care is so important. It's so important. Your final thought, E?
I mean, I agree with that. To piggyback off that, it's just like with the Kanye West, the Tamar Braxtons, and everybody. Like everybody has their breaking point, but you can't get to that breaking point. You have to know when it is to recharge your battery and be able to not let it go. You know, let the gas tank go like below. So you have to be able to go halfway and above, and don't allow anyone to disturb your peace. You have to find your own inner peace and work on that, and that'll keep you healthy, mentally healthy. That's the number one thing, is to be mentally healthy, and we'll be better in the world together and coexist together in a healthy manner. That's what matters.
Absolutely. Agree.
Absolutely.
King Midas, your final thought?
The best love is self-love. You know what I'm saying? If you are not whole, you can't take care of anybody else the way that you need to, you know? So absolutely make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Look out for yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. Take care of your soul. You know, that's the only true way, you know, that you will be able to be whole and do the things that you need to do in this life. So
absolutely. And Angie said she's been in a relationship with herself for many years and she's loving it.
All right, Angie, we see you.
Yes. And Stacey's final thought is she's going to take a cold shower.
Thank you, everybody in the chat room, Facebook Live, on YouTube. We see you. We love you. We see all of our dedicated viewers in the building today. Please go check out King Midas. We're going to give all his information at the end. And we appreciate you. We love you. Self-care first.
Yes.
Thank you, King Midas.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Right,
take care.